The original Porsche 911. This is where everything started. Introduced in the 1960s, the Porsche 911 quickly became one of the most iconic sports cars ever created. Its design was simple, clean, and instantly recognizable, with smooth curves and a silhouette that has remained almost unchanged for decades. But what truly made it special was its engineering. The 911 featured a rear-mounted flat-six engine, a layout that gave the car a very unique driving character. With most of the weight over the rear wheels, it offered excellent traction, especially under acceleration, but it also required precision and skill to control at higher speeds. That challenge became part of its identity. Drivers didn't just drive the 911, they learned it. Over time, this combination of distinctive design, unique handling, and driver-focused experience turned the 911 into more than just a car. It became the foundation of one of the most legendary lineups in automotive history. The Porsche 930 Turbo. This is where the 911 became dangerous. Introduced in the 1970s, the 930 Turbo was Porsche's first turbocharged 911, and it completely changed the personality of the car. While the original 911 required skill, the 930 demanded respect. It looked more aggressive, with wider fenders and a large rear wing that quickly became its signature. But the real difference was under the hood. The turbocharged flat-six engine delivered significantly more power, but not in a smooth or predictable way. There was a noticeable delay, known as turbo lag, followed by a sudden surge of power that could easily catch drivers off guard. That's why it earned a reputation. The 930 Turbo wasn't just fast, it was unforgiving. If you didn't respect it, it could punish mistakes instantly. But for those who mastered it, the experience was thrilling. This was the moment the 911 became a true performance icon. The Porsche 964. This is where the 911 became modern. Introduced in the late 1980s, the 964 may look similar to earlier models at first glance, but underneath, it was a major evolution. Porsche redesigned a large portion of the car, bringing new technology and improvements that changed how the 911 felt to drive. For the first time, the 911 received features like power steering and anti-lock brakes, making it more stable and easier to control in everyday situations. It also introduced an optional all-wheel drive system, adding more confidence and grip, especially in challenging conditions. Despite these upgrades, the 964 still kept the classic rear engine layout and the raw driving character that defined the 911. It was a perfect balance between tradition and innovation. The 964 didn't try to replace the past. It refined it, and by doing so, it laid the foundation for the modern 911 that we know today. The Porsche 993. This is the last of an era. Introduced in the mid-1990s, the 993 is widely known as the final air-cooled Porsche 911. For many enthusiasts, this alone makes it one of the most special generations ever produced. At first glance, it refined the classic 911 shape with smoother lines and improved aerodynamics, giving it a more modern and elegant appearance. But the real changes went far beyond design. The 993 introduced a completely redesigned rear suspension system, which significantly improved stability and handling. For the first time, the 911 felt more predictable and controlled without losing its iconic rear engine character. It was still raw, still engaging, but more refined than ever before. What makes the 993 truly legendary is what it represents. It was the end of the air-cooled era. After this, everything would change. And because of that, the 993 is often seen not just as a great 911, but as the last true classic. The Porsche 991. This is where the 911 became truly refined. Introduced in the early 2010s, the 991 marked one of the biggest evolutions in the history of the 911. It was longer, wider, and more advanced than its predecessors, offering a completely new level of comfort, technology, and performance. For the first time, the 911 felt like a car you could drive every single day without compromise. The interior became more premium, the ride more stable, and the overall driving experience more balanced. But Porsche didn't forget what made the 911 special. The rear engine layout remained, and the car still delivered the precise handling and strong performance that enthusiasts expected. With improved suspension, better weight distribution, and more powerful engines, the 991 was both fast and controlled. It wasn't just a sports car anymore. It was a complete package, a perfect mix of performance, usability, and modern engineering that redefined what the 911 could be. The Porsche 992 GT3. This is the purest form of the 911. Introduced in the 2020s, the 992 GT3 represents the peak of Porsche's engineering, combining decades of evolution into one machine. It takes everything that made the 911 legendary and pushes it to the extreme. Unlike many modern performance cars, the GT3 keeps a naturally aspirated flat-six engine, delivering power in a raw and linear way. It revs incredibly high, creating an experience that feels directly connected to racing. But the real difference is in how it drives. With advanced aerodynamics, a track-focused suspension, and a rear wing designed for real downforce, the 992 GT3 is built for precision and control at high speeds. Every detail serves a purpose. Nothing is unnecessary. This isn't just a fast car. It's a driver's car, a machine designed for those who want to feel everything behind the wheel. This is not just the latest 911. This is the ultimate expression of it.